Imagine a life where you love who you are unapologetically yourself, you're not worrying about whether you'll actually achieve your life goals or, whether someday you'll get to live the life you've always dreamed of, because you're no longer fighting with your old self. You're already becoming your best version of yourself right now. After this video, you'll have a clear list of action steps that will help you implement 4 new habits into your life that will help you spiral into your growth journey and into living your actually best life. Listen to me. I didn't want to be the one to tell you, but if your life sucks right now, it's your fault. It's 100% your fault. And I know it sucks and you kind of hate me right now, but it's okay, because when I say you, I also mean me, because I had to learn that the hard way. And I don't want that for you. So as soon as you realize the external reality is just the result of the person you are, your life is gonna completely change, trust me. When I first realized that, I got so angry. I didn't want to believe it, because it's hard when things are your fault and when it's your responsibility. But then I understood what an incredible gift that actually is. Because, if I hate my life right now and it's actually my fault, this must mean I kinda suck. And while that may be true on some level, the moral of the story is not that you suck. It's that you're so incredible that you have the power to change your life right now. Just think about it for a moment. If it's your fault that your life sucks right now, this must mean you have the power to not make it suck, to make it the most incredible thing you've ever seen. So why am I bringing this all up? Because the reason you can't seem to achieve your goals, you can seem to do nothing with your life, it's because you're talking to yourself like shit. All that nasty talk, as you thinking that you can do things, that you're bad at them, that you don't even deserve them. Let me explain how it works. I first discovered it with Bob Proctor, and ever since I saw that video, my life started to completely change. So that is you. The top circle is your mind, meaning your intellect, and your mind is divided in 2 pieces: conscious mind and subconscious mind. Then we have the bottom circle, which represents your body, and the conscious mind is the one that interacts with the world. It interacts with the world thanks to your body, actually, so our senses. And the mind is, of course, also where all of our thoughts happen. When some thoughts are repeated over and over and over again, they pass from our conscious mind to our subconscious mind. And based on those thoughts, it's there that we develop our feelings. If we repeat happy thoughts, of course, this will result in happy feelings. But of course, if we repeat nasty, mean thoughts, this result in bad feelings. See, our subconscious cannot actually distinguish between bad and good thoughts. It just believes what you, so meaning your conscious mind, actually feeds it. So it doesn't matter what's true or what isn't. Let's say you have an exam coming up, and all you can think is, I'll just fail, oh my god, I will fail this exam, I'm so stupid, I'm so bad at this. Of course, you'll start to believe it. And you know what's actually worse? You'll start to act accordingly. The thing is, our subconscious, alongside with storing our beliefs about ourselves and about the world, it also controls your body, which is in charge of action. And once our body produces actions, this of course triggers a result in the external reality, so in your life. Getting back to our example, you keep repeating over and over and over again that you're stupid and you can do it and you'll fail this exam. Those negative thoughts go into your subconscious mind because you're repeating them, you're always thinking about them, and they produce negative feelings. You're scared, you don't know if you'll actually pass it, you feel anxiety, and you also feel maybe shame. This in return passes to your body. So you stop studying, or you study badly or whatever, and you're eaten up by fear. You'll actually feel it in your body. When you're anxious, when you're fearful, you feel it in your body, right? And this is what produces the result of you not passing the exam. You actually believe how powerful our mind can be. we can do whatever we want with our life. And some of us, including myself not that long ago, do not even realize it. And we just keep feeling sorry for ourselves because, bad stuff happens to us. And of course, bad stuff happens. It happens all of the time to each and every one of us. But the real thing is, what are you doing? How are you going to react to the bad stuff that happens? So if you actually learn to master your thoughts, you learn to feed your subconscious mind only what you truly want in your life, I promise you, there's no way your life is not going to change. I also have great news for you. The way you talk to yourself, so all of that negative self-talk, it's just a plain simple habit. It means if right now you habitually talk negatively to yourself, you can just change that habit. I don't think we can get on how to actually do that step by step in this video, because I truly believe this deserves its own video. But lucky for you, I have it coming up right next week, so hit that subscribe button. First of all, I'm so tired to hear everybody say you should wake up at 5 a.m., 5 a.m. club. It is not for everyone. I truly believe that to be successful, it is not mandatory to wake up before everybody else. But I will say it is necessary to wake up as early as you need to be your very first project in the morning. In 2024, we're entering a selfish era. We want to be our very first thought as soon as we wake up. You gotta show yourself you matter if you truly want to start believing it. But that being said, you need to understand what makes you feel good first. If you actually need to wake up earlier, how much time do you actually need? For example, I want to desperately get my butt to the gym again. After careful consideration, I've just decided that the morning is the absolutely best time to go. I leave for work at like 8-ish, so I need to be waking up at 6 if I want to hit the gym and be on time to work. It's not fine, I don't like it. Matter of fact, I'm still working on it, because for me it's basically impossible to wake up earlier than I obviously need to. I was always the person that woke up like 5 minutes before I needed to be somewhere, so it is hard for me. But I deserve to put in the work to actually make it, to actually do it, and you do too. So I want you to find out what it is that you need to actually elevate yourself. So think about, what does your future self do in the morning? How much time do you actually need? And then I want you to set that goal, set that time that you want to wake up at, and walk towards it progressively. This means if you want to go to the gym like I do, you will have to work a little bit harder. But if all you want is just a slower morning, to have time to drink that coffee softly and happily, all you need to do is just wake up 20 minutes earlier, something like that. Don't ever go copying other people, because I promise you that's not what you need. We're all about designing a dream life that is perfect for us, not for everybody else. So set goals for you, not your neighbor, not your sister, just yourself. So this year we're waking up earlier to put ourselves first. But what are we doing with our time? What are the actual steps we were talking about before on how we can elevate ourselves? Basically, what is our morning routine? I truly believe that the best morning routine is the one filled with those habits that lights you up. The things you do to yourself, to say you love yourself, to say how important you are to you. And I believe the secret sauce to have a perfect morning routine is to have some of these 3 types of habits: goal habits, self-care habits, and energy boosters. Goal habits are the ones that are going to take you closer to your dream lives, closer to your goals. So example, if you want to write a book this year, let's say, the obvious goal habit is writing. For example, this year, as I said, I really want to work on my health and my body, so makes sense the gym is my goal habit. Again, this needs to be crafted just for you. It can be as simple as reading 10 pages of a self-help book. It truly doesn't matter, but it needs to be something that you know doing every day will actually get you closer to a goal of yours. So sit down right now, stop this video, ask yourself, what are the habits that are going to take you closer to your goals? Especially, what are those goals you never actually have time or energy to grow on, because this is the time. And we're choosing morning because you're starting fresh, you're at the top of your energy and motivation levels, so it's naturally perfect that we work on our goals during this time. Then we have self-care habits. These are the habits that drops you into your feminine. During the day, we'll need to be in our masculine energy a lot if we want to, get stuff done. So before starting the day, it's important we take care of ourselves and we take a few minutes to, drop into our feminine energy and live that soft life. So you need at least one habit that makes you feel at ease, relaxed, and like you're loving yourself and you're taking care of yourself. For me, this one is actually super simple. I just do my skincare routine. It's something easy, quick, that will actually make me feel better about myself. I feel prettier, I feel taken care of, and I love it. For you, it could be something else, something like meditating, having a stretch, whatever you feel like gives you that mood and makes you enter into that vibe of femininity and self-care. Next, I want you to make 2 lists. Energy boosters and leeches. Energy boosters are those things that naturally light you up. They give you energy, they make you feel energized, happy. On the other hand, leeches sucks your energy up. You all know 1 or 2 tasks that you just need a good nap after doing. Those are leeches. Take your phone, piece of paper, create those 2 lists, and I want you to take time to actually think on them. I don't want you to do it right now. Just take the next week and analyze yourself, the things you're doing habitually every single week, and write down those lists. This is important because our morning routine is our sacred time, the time we're intentionally deciding that from now on we dedicate to ourselves so we can actually change our life and live a life we're proud of. So we obviously want a couple energy boosters in there just to have the dopamine hit again after we've woken up. Of course, be mindful, do not have leeches in there. Here's a little secret, that's why you need to wake up earlier. You need that time, whatever it is for you, to actually do those things and push your work, stuff, tasks, whatever, down in the morning. So I want you to actually craft your morning routine, take a piece of paper, whatever, and write it down. You want to take 1 or 2 habits every month, maybe, and start introducing them slowly, progressively. Then after a few months, come back here and tell me if your life's not changed. This year, I decided I want to treat myself like a business. Imagine you're at a weekly business meeting. They're talking about their product, right? So how did they do this week? What can we do better? What did we do right? What did we do wrong? And by the way, Dave, how's the marketing going? They do it because they need to understand what's working so they can do more of it. But also because if they fuck it up at some point, by having these meetings in place, it's easier to course correct and make it so that it's not a complete disaster. Since I want to actually build my dream life this year, I'm not going to take any chances either. So imagine you're saying, to elevate my life, I want to start doing Pilates every week for 6 months, and then my body will change and I feel better. Okay, let's say you check in only after those 6 months and you feel like, okay, I hate Pilates, I don't want to do it anymore. It didn't change anything for me because I hated it and I was not consistent with it. Why check in after those 6 months? Why not checking in weekly? So if something happens and you're like 2 weeks in and you feel like, I hate Pilates, I don't want to do it, you just change it. You course correct so you can go in another direction that will actually get you to your goal. So you don't lose those 6 months, 1 year, whatever you said it was going to be. I want you to make it fun. Choose an accountability partner. Make a weekly hot girl teas or something where you can discuss what did you work on and brainstorm ideas together on how you can get better. If you don't have an accountability partner, just have the meetings by yourself. I do that absolutely every single week. I call them MMI meetings, where me, myself, and I are going to discuss what did we do for the week, how we can do better, and what we need to pat ourselves in the back for. Telling you this is so fun, and I'm sharing those meetings on TikTok, so go ahead and check them out if you want. As promised, let's get to your homework. Here's what I want you to do. Make a list of habits for your morning routine. Remember to include goal and self-care habits as well as energy boosters. Order them by importance and then try and understand how much time you need to do all of your routine in the morning so you can decide if you need to wake up earlier. I want you to work on each habit individually, so one for every month. This means if you have 3 habits on your list, month 1 you'll work on habit 1, month 2 on habit 2, and the list goes on. Of course, some habits will be super easy to pick up and others won't, so the 1 month mark is just an average time. Take all the time you need, and if you feel like you've taken up the habit quickly, just pass on the habit next. Also, big thing, if you actually need to wake up earlier, I want you to work on that habit first, because of course you'll need that time to work on those other habits. Next, schedule a time and place every single week to have your MMI meeting, so that you can truly understand if you're making progress and changing things if you need to. I also want you to journal as frequently as you can. This will help you become more aware of your thoughts so that you can start catching yourself when you trash talk. Only then we can start working on truly changing your life. Now that you got your action steps and your habits to build your life and completely change it, all you need to do is to actually do it. Stop procrastinating now. So go ahead and watch this video right now so you can have a clear, evidence-based way to stop procrastinating the things you absolutely want to do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week.